Budgeting Soldier Girl, and thank you for tuning into my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today, I am finally unstuffing my wallet for our vacation to Vegas for my husband's birthday. So sit back, relax, and see if we stayed within our budget for this trip. Our budget for Vegas was $6,922.21, and this was for 6 days and 5 nights. So I have a breakdown of our trip in my Traveling on a Budget planner, which I love. So we're going to start with transportation. For transportation, we budget $1,900.78. We prepaid for our airfare with our Delta Reserve American Express credit card, which cost us $1,700.78. This was a round trip first class flight with Delta Airline. And FYI, every year we receive a companion voucher where a companion can fly with you for free. And all you have to pay is the taxes on what that flight would have cost you. So we used our voucher. And if we didn't have a voucher, the flight would have cost us approximately $3,400. And once again, we budget $1,900.78 for transportation. For accommodations, our budget was $1,983.52. So we stayed at the Cosmopolitan and we prepaid for the hotel with our American Express Platinum credit card. With the American Express Platinum card, you do receive some great benefits when you stay at a fine hotel and resort. Some of those benefits that we received for staying at the Cosmopolitan was an upgrade of our room, and I will insert a clip at the end of this video of our room. We received early check-in, daily breakfast for 2, which valued at $75 a day, late checkout as late as 4 p.m., and $100 spa credit, which I didn't take advantage of this time. And once again, the budget for our accommodations was $1,983.52. For food and drinks, our budget was $1,450. I always break down our food budget category. I know some think it's crazy, but this is something that I just enjoy doing. So for breakfast / coffee, I didn't budget anything because we received a daily $75 credit for breakfast. For lunch, I budget $250, and I know it is a small amount, but when we eat breakfast, we normally skip lunch. And with that $75 credit for breakfast, we wanted to make sure we maximize that credit because we didn't want to lose it. So that's why I budget a small amount for lunch, $250. For dinner, we budget $750, snacks $150, drinks $250, and for our airport snacks / food, $50. And that was a small amount as well because most of the time we go to the lounge and the food and most of the drinks are free. For entertainment, we budget $837.80. So I prepaid for a helicopter ride and go-karts, which cost us $337.80. However, both activities was canceled due to Hurricane Hillary. Therefore, we received a refund. For shopping, we budget $500. And once again, for our entertainment, our budget was for $837.80. Other expenses, we budget $750. Our doggy daycare, we budget $500. Tips, $250. And once again, other expenses, we budget $750. And again, our total budget for this trip was $6,922.10. All right, so what I am going to do now is go over our actual expenses on the next 2 pages, which we used our credit card to cover these expenses. And so what I am going to do is remove the cash from our vacation binder, deposit that money into our bank account so we can cover our credit card expenses. Okay, so I am going to start with transportation. We budget $1,900.78. We prepaid $1,700.78 on our airline ticket, which left us with $200. So that $200 we used for our Uber, shuttle, tolls, and parking fees at the airport. So what I am going to do is, since we prepaid for our airline ticket, I am going to add up the cost of our Uber, shuttle, tolls, and parking fees at the airport. So our shuttle was $28. We rode the RTC bus when we was in Vegas, so that round trip ticket was $16. Parking fee was $72, and we had an Uber, which cost us $5.94, and that is $121.94. And what I am going to do, I am just going to round that up to $122. All right, so let's put this here. All right, now we're gonna go to transportation. And in transportation, we have $500, $550, it's out of order, $560, $61, $62, $63, $64, $65, $565. And I am going to remove $22 in cash, but since I don't have $22, I am going to remove this $52. And when I get some change, I will add $30. So let me write a note here. So transportation, add $30 to envelope. And I am going to remove this $500 placeholder and replace it with $400. But I'm gonna write a note here to transfer $100 from transportation to check-in. And I am going to add $400 in placeholders. So 100, 2, 3. So I have 100, 200, 300, 400. I need to make me some more placeholders. So 400. And so this will leave me with 100, 200, 300, 400. The $30 that I will add when I get change. So 30, that's 40, 41, 42, 43, 400 and $43 in transportation. Set my binder back to the side. All right, so what I am going to do now, I am going to go back to my budget page for Uber, Lyft, shuttle, and get the amount. So that was $28 for the shuttle. RTC was $16, and Uber $5.94, which equals $49.94. $49.94. And tolls and parking fee. This is $72, and we prepaid for our airline ticket. And so let's see, $1,700, 78 cents plus $49.94 plus 72 equals $1,822.72 minus $1,978. Put it on the side. We save $78.06. So next, accommodations. I don't have a spot, and I don't know why. When I created this traveling on a budget planner, I forgot to add my accommodations, but it's okay. So I did not account for the resort fee. I completely forgot about it. So for our hotel resort fee, it was $297.27. I budget $1,983.52, and we prepaid for our hotel. So I need to remove $297.27 from my vacation envelope to cover this resort fee. And so I am going to round it up to $298. And vacation covers our hotels and airline tickets. And so we have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 720, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, $4,700.62. And I am going to remove $298. So 100, 200, 300. And so I am going to write myself a note to remove $2. Oh, why do I need to do that? $298. And so I'm going to remove these $2. And we have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,100, 200, 300, 400, 4,400, 20, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. $4,464 remaining in our vacation envelope. Move it back to the side. And let me get the total amount. 983.52 plus 297.27 equals $2,280.79. And we went over $297.27. Okay, so we're gonna move to our food and drinks. And on my travel expenses, I have these categories separate versus consolidating them. So we will start with my airport expenses, and I budget $50 for my airport expenses, and I have already calculated everything, a total of $9.87, and I am going to round it up to $10. So I am going to go to my airport envelope and remove $10. And in airport, I have $150. And so what I would do is put this here and write myself a note. Airport, add $40 to envelope so I don't forget. And that will leave us with $140 for our airport envelope. All right, next is food. Our budget was $1,000, and I am going to go to my budget page so you can see where that $1,000 came from. So for lunch, $250, and dinner, $750, and that's where we got the total amount for $1,000. And I know I am all over the place, and I am sorry, but I am going to write airport here, $10, and that's, we have $40 remaining for our budget. And now let me go back to food and drinks. And we spent a total of $266.94 on food and drinks. And this time we did not go to all these expensive restaurants. We just kept it simple, and we saved a lot of money. So $266.94, and I am going to remove $267 from our vacation food envelope or dining out. And we have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $1,100 in dining out. And so we only have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. We have $200 in cash. And so what I am going to do, I am going to remove $67 from my envelope cash. So 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67. That's $67. And I am going to remove $200 in placeholders. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. I'm going to put these $200 placeholders here. And let me move my binder. And I am going to write myself a note to transfer $200 from dining out to check-in. So let's put this $67 here. And so in dining out, we have 500, 600, 700, 750, 770, 790, 810, 30, 31, 32, 33, $833 remaining in dining out. So we're going to go back here to $66.94 for dining out to $66.94. And now we will go to drinks and snacks, which I combined, and that's a total of $400. And we spent a total of $171.70, and I am going to round that up to $172. So let me go to my drinks envelope. And in drinks, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and I am removing 172. Let's see, 200 minus 172. $28. And let's see how much I have. Write myself a note here. Yeah. Drinks. Add $28 to envelope. And we will have $328 remaining in drinks. All right, next is shopping. Let me move these stickers. shopping, our budget was $500 and we spent $104.36, and I am going to round it up to $105. So shopping. So in shopping, we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 300. And I am removing 105. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. And let's see. 50, 70, 90, 110. Take this off. 50, 70, 90, 110. And in shopping, we have 1,000, 1,100, 1,150, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1,195 remaining in shopping. And we'll move this back up. All right, so for our entertainment, we budget $337.50. However, our helicopter ride and go-kart was canceled due to the hurricane. So I have already zeroed out the actual cost for that. And for our shopping, let me put $105 here. And that's 105. So 37, 80 minus 105 equals, and we save $732.80. And so we spent 170, 170. 448, 64 minus 1450. We save $1,001.36. Okay, now we're going to go to our miscellaneous, which is our tips and our doggy daycare. We budget $750. And so cash tips, which I tipped in cash for our shuttle ride and our room service when they came in to clean. And in cash, I paid a total of $75. And that left us with $675 from our $750 budget. Credit card tips was $26.13. And so what I am going to do is go to my tip envelope and take out $27. Because I'm rounding that $26.13 up to 27. So we did 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 160, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. $170, and I'm going to take out 27. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. And doggy daycare cost us $455. And in our doggy daycare, we have 102, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. We have $637, and I am removing $455, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 55 for doggy daycare. And we have 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 182. 182 remaining in doggy daycare. And that is it for his binder. And so so tips 75 plus 26, 13, that's $101 for tips. 101.13, and doggy daycare was $455 plus $455. So that is a total of $556.13 minus $750 equals, we saved $193.87. So now I am going to add the money back to my envelopes. So transportation, I owe $30. Airport, $40. Drinks, $28. And that is it. And so let's see, transportation, I added the 30, airport, I added 40, and drinks, I added 28. Okay, so now we're gonna get the actual cost of this trip. So transportation, I budgeted $1,900.78, and I spent $1,822.72. For accommodations, we budget $1,983.52. However, the actual cost was $2,280.79, so $2,280.79. For food and drinks, we budget $1,450. The actual cost was $448.64. For entertainment, we budget $837.80. The actual cost was $105. And other expenses, we budget $750, and the actual cost was $556.13. And that gives us a grand total of $5,213.28. And we saved $1,708.82. Okay, so what we would do now is add up how much cash we should have on hand. And so we will start with 72 plus 2280.79 plus 448.64 plus 105 plus 556. We will subtract $1,700.78 minus 1983.52 minus, and I am going to go down to tips because remember we paid $75 in cash for tips. Minus 75 equals, so we should have $1,453.98. And remember, and I'm gonna say around $1,454, somewhere around there. But remember, we need to transfer $100 to check-in from transportation and $200 from dining out to check-in. So let's count the cash and see how much we have on hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,100, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 1156 plus the $300. So I'm just gonna 1156 plus $300, $1,456, and that's about right because a lot of the stuff I rounded up because I don't have change. So the total amount of cash I will transfer into my checking account is $1,456. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please consider and do so. And I hope each of you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.